Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to boost your Fortnite FPS. Now before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and yeah, let's get straight to it. So the first thing you want to do to boost your performance is to change your Fortnite settings. In order to do this, hop onto Fortnite, click the menu at the top left, and then click the settings icon. From here, click settings, and then you want to edit all these settings. To begin with display, you want to make sure your window mode is full screen, which will give you the best performance. For resolution, this should be 1920 by 1080 for most people. This will vary if you have a widescreen monitor, so you want to check your monitor specifications. For VSync, you want to make sure this is off, and then for frame rate limit, this will also vary. So what you want to do is figure out your monitor's refresh rate. After that, you want to set the FPS limit to one setting higher than your monitor's refresh rate. So for example, if your monitor supports a refresh rate of 120 frames, you want to set your maximum to 144 FPS. For rendering mode, you want to make sure this is set to performance, which will ensure the best performance and more FPS. For graphics, you don't want to change any of these settings. After that, you want to scroll all the way down. Here, you want to preferably have 3D resolution to 100%. If you have a lower end computer, you could lower this to boost your FPS, but you should preferably use 100%. For view distance, this will also vary if you have a low end PC or a mid-range PC. So I like to set it as high as I can without affecting my performance. So if you have a low end PC, you can select near, or if you have a mid-range PC, you can select something on the higher side like far. For textures, you want to keep this to low, and then you want to make sure auto download high resolution textures is off. You also want to make sure high resolution texture reminders are off. For meshes, you want to keep this to high. Now when you scroll down, you want to make sure show FPS is on so you can see if your FPS is actually increasing throughout this tutorial. Next, click apply. Now you're done changing your Fortnite settings. Now we're gonna go back into our Windows settings. Now that we're back onto Windows, you want to open File Explorer, and you can easily do this by just searching in File Explorer in your search bar at the bottom of your screen. Once you open File Explorer, you want to check out your drives. If you only have one drive in your PC, you should only see one icon, and it should be your C drive. Here, you want to make sure that the drive has at least 5 GB free in order to run Fortnite optimally. If you have any less, Fortnite is not going to run well, and yeah, you're going to experience some crashing. So make sure you have 5 GB free. If you don't, there is some easy ways to clear up some storage. Whether you have tons of storage or not, it's a good idea to always clear out your temp files. You can do this by going to your search bar and then typing in %temp%, and then click enter. Once you do that, you should see tons of files. Click Ctrl A to select all files, and then click the delete button on your keyboard. If you get a pop-up like this, you want to click do this for all current items, and then click skip. After deleting those files from your temp, you want to go to your recycle bin and then click empty recycle bin, and then click yes. By clearing our temp files, we were able to gain tons of free space on our drive. The next thing we need to do is edit our Fortnite files. In order to do this, go to your search bar and type in %appdata%. After doing this, click enter, and then as soon as you get to the file, click the up arrow and then click local. From local, you want to select a random file and then click F to find the F files. From here, double click on Fortnite game, click on saved, go to config, go to Windows client, and then you should see the user game settings. You want to right click, open with, and then notepad. From here, you'll see tons of text. To easily find the settings that we need to change, we can use Ctrl F or the find function. So let's begin with making sure our motion blur is set to false. So just type in motion blur, and then you should see it highlighted, and here it's set to false. Now right under motion blur, you'll see show grass. You want to also set that to false. The next thing we need to make sure that's set to false is ray tracing. So just go to the search bar, type in ray, and then you should see B ray tracing, and it's set to false. Next, we need to make sure our display gamma is set correctly, so go to your search bar and type in display, and it should find your display gamma. Now make sure it's 2.2 and then 5 zeros after the 2. Next thing we need to check is our mouse acceleration. So you want to type in disable mouse and then click enter, and you'll see it right here, and you want to make sure this is set to true, so set to false, change that to true. Next, you want to make sure your high res textures is set to false, so we're going to type in high res, and then we're going to scroll down, and it's going to show you your last download reminder But what you want to do here is find auto download high res and make sure it is set to false. Now the modification of the last setting will depend on your computer. In order to see if you need to modify this setting, you need to open Task Manager. To open Task Manager, right click your taskbar and then click Task Manager. As soon as Task Manager opens, you want to find the Performance tab. Now click the Performance tab and then you want to ensure CPU is selected. From CPU, you want to see the number of cores you have. For example, here I have 8 cores. Now if you have 4 more cores, you want to ensure that allow multi-threaded rendering is set to true. If you have less than 4 cores, you want to set this to false. Now you should be done editing your Fortnite files. Now our next step is ensuring that virtual memory is enabled. In order to do this, you need to go to your File Explorer. From File Explorer, you want to scroll down until you find this PC. In this PC, you want to right click and click Show More Options and then click Properties. From Properties, you want to find Advanced System Settings, and then from Advanced System Settings, you should click Settings. From Settings, you want to click Advanced, and then you want to change your virtual memory. You want to ensure that automatically manage paging file size is enabled in order to make sure that you have virtual memory enabled. Now you guys should see a huge boost in your FPS. As you guys see at the top right corner of my screen, I'm almost getting 400 FPS. And yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching.